Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Check that. We're Mike 52 right here. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 76 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. This will be taken short. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now. Touch the outlaw. I got him.
Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action with Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Check. Lucky.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman. There he goes, left side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. He was going for Gates, his tight end that time. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Bo. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Vinatieri now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Niners 14, Titans nothing. Adam Vinatieri set for kickoff.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
When I see a play like that,
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
and nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Vic will look to throw on first down. Dancing to his left. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 21 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no.
Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. John Randall dropping the hammer. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. John Randall dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. Vic to throw it. Throw left side complete. It's Gonzalez. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. Throwing, Vic. He's got the first, and he lost the football. And the ball is knocked out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Vic to the air again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. There by Jadeveon Clowney.
A loss of 6 yards on the sack. It's 2nd down and goal.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
We call that sack lunch.
So that'll back them up 5.
They can't stop the franchise.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Throwing on second down, Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Look at him. 52. On deck. Double time.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, this is Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he finds McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 63 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Oh, up and over. Another hurdle. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take, and right away he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. First and 10 at the 19. Finding Green complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Now Jackson, and that is caught. Touchdown Falcons. A.J. Green there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. From the gun, it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. The Falcons send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now it's Peterson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Play action. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn, your anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
Green brings it in. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Falcons. A.J. Green, 92 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. 2 minutes to play. First half, it's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about me.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Lamar Jackson on his his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons push further out in front. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. On third down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
But they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Throwing again on second down. Jackson, and he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Throwing is Jackson. He's got Green. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. To throw is Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. They'll start out on the ground as Saquon Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. He's got the first down here inside. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Stepping up, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons push further out in front. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
From the 29, Jackson escaping the pressure. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A third down gain of 19. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's Kamara off the draw. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. This is Barkley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return just out across. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Still on his feet. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Off play action, it's Cunningham. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. On first and 10, Cunningham. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. James. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. that appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On third down, Cunningham. James has got it. Complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Cunningham. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 43 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They begin with a run by Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early.
And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Calvin Johnson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 36-yard.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
17 more yards. That's another Titans first down.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On the run, it's Barkley. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's James. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their second pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the first.
And Ray Lewis also two-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP of Super Bowl 35.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Cunningham in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. On the ground, it's James. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, 1, 2, 1, 3.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run it with James. He's got daylight past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 45 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken very short. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Throwing on 2nd and 3, Jackson. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson now, flushed out right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson, and he's going to go down again. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He's going to field this at the 4. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Barkley. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 38, Jackson being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mean Joe Green picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Watch the eye. Tighten up. Rush in. Take the edge.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Cunningham looking to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward only for about a couple there. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now Jackson. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Titans. Michael. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. They'll run on first down. Barkley, and not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. On second down, here's Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That second down play nets a -4. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyreek Hill. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions. And whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 69 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Good job right there.
On first down, Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyreek Hill, 82 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. It didn't take too long for them to get that lead right back, did it?
No, it certainly didn't, and it's got to be just a bit demoralizing. You're charged up, you take the lead, you send your defense out, and guess what? One play later, you're right back in a position of having to go down the field and score again.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read the...
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
On first down, Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Bang out.
Brings up second and 10 at the Titans.
Throwing on second down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Ryan Shazier. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
At the 16-yard line.
To try again after the sack. Wilson, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're on the dime here on 3rd and goal.
Touch 50. 95.
Here's Wilson to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. John Randall. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
He'll buy some time right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 45 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. And he will take this one in
in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Sacked there by Ray Lewis. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Now Wilson. It's Hill, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because
got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Herman Moore, 32 yards.
yards as his guys are back within a single score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Ready? 50. We go.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards into Seattle first down. Wilson going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
The point after is good, and that will make this a 19-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive? A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. The extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Let's go, baby. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check 26. Check 26.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
The
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now Wilson. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Donald with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And the pressure gets to him again. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They go play action with Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Seahawks send out their punter, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the return is Peterson. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. They complete it to Hill.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. No problem there on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. From the 24, Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And the return stops at the 39. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. first down throw coming for Vick. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on second and long. Vick, and this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down. Here goes Vick on fourth down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Vick. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Yeah. Whip. Watch the whip. Switch.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it second and 12. From the gun, Jackson out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Jackson now. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down now, Barkley. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Vick to throw it. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Vick operating on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. John Randall, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. After the sack on first down, Vick. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. On 3rd and 1, here's Vick. And that will be incomplete.
That's it, baby.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. It's now 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. On 4th down, Vick got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt, and he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, Vick. Open man is Ross, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
That throw by Vick incomplete. Boy, they're down only 1 score. Still first half. But they're going to line up for the onside kick. Oh, and the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Bill.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
On third down, here's Bo. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, you talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Vick will look to throw on first down. Finds his tight end Ingram. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On second down, this is Jackson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Vick, open man is Hill. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it with Bo. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
Check, crunch.
Vick on the sneak, and I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And it bangs off the right upright. No good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson, forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Room to run inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. On first down, Barkley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ed Reed comes flying in from safety for the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. On third down, this is Jackson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation. Oh, battled at the line and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will score. Touchdown. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson on the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Stop your whining.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Jackson to throw. Screen play, Johnson. Got some room at the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And the Titans first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They go play action with Jackson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
He may try and run for this. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now, that'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but on the rush coming, and he's taken down. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Throwing on 2nd down, Jackson. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down. And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And an alley to run. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Set, ready, go to base. Defense wins championships, baby.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 13 brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Now it's Jackson. Looking long for Thomas. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight. Scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11.
You must be dreaming.
Jackson now, operating from the gun. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, Sanders now to return. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defenses.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 73 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, these 2 teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he'll run it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson, that's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Here's Kamara off the draw. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that
play. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick, rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try and run with their fullback. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. This is complete to Michael Thomas. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That's to his running back, complete. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mean Joe Green in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. And Too-Tall Jones in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to run, but he's got to look. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.